To get started on your poster, you should go to our discussion board, Questions About the Poster Assignment. Find the complete poster guide there and click on it. In here you'll have all detailed instructions about the posters. We'll want to go to picking a topic first, and so select that, and this will give you detailed information on your poster. This is what your final poster will look like, but before we can get here, we have to start thinking about a topic. You should pick your topic. It has to deal with something in environmental science. It has to be focused. It should be something that is of interest to you, and you can start with a book, journal, website, magazine, documentary. Focus posters are the best. General posters, not so much. By focus poster, we mean, in this example here, we're looking at wind turbines in the San Francisco Bay Area and golden eagle populations. And so we're looking at a specific issue, a specific geographical location, and a specific organism. These are 4 examples of general topic versus focus topic. In the first one, we're talking about climate change. Climate change affecting the Arctic is pretty general, not the greatest. Climate change that affects a specific organism, a polar bear, living in a specific region, the North Slope of Alaska, is much better. And so you can go down through here and look at air pollution, more general versus an excellent topic that's very focused. Burning of coal in Ohio, that's more general, versus something that is much more focused. And finally, looking at solar power versus something that's more focused. These are some great places to start, good secondary sources, and great primary sources. All of the information here is free because you're students at Ohio State. You can also go to our Twitter, and everyone that we're following here at OSU Enviro would be great sources as well. Here are some excellent secondary sources from the U.S. government websites. And in the example that I'm going to show you here, I'm going to focus on number 4, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, or NOAA. And so I'm going to go to the NOAA's website, and I'm going to find an article that's of interest to me. In this particular example, I'm interested in oil spills, and I'm interested in turtles. And so this is a NOAA article that looks at oil spills and how they're impacting turtles. This is a great secondary source, and so this will serve as one of my 10 sources that I will use for my poster. You can see a lot of hyperlinks in here, and I can click on these and find other primary and secondary sources from here. This is a great secondary source, but what I need to also find is journal articles. Journal articles, we find them from Web of Science, and you guys know how to use Web of Science. You go back to the home page and you click on that library link there. And that library link will take you here to primary sources and secondary sources, and you'll see Web of Science right there. Also have other search engines that you can try, but I like Web of Science, and so I'm going to use Web of Science to search for articles on oil spills and on turtles. And so when I click on Web of Science, this is where it takes me. Click on this hyperlink again, and it will take you to the search engine. From here, I'm going to type in oil spill. So we type in oil spill, and we'll select topic because this is a topic, and then we'll press the search engine and see what we can find. From this, you can see that we've found a lot of articles, 14,940 articles. This is a lot of articles, and so it's probably way too many for us to look through. So let's go back to the search engine, and let's add a row, and we're going to search for another topic. Let's look for oil spills in the Mediterranean Sea. So I'm going to type oil spills, and I'm going to type Mediterranean. Again, that's a topic, so I'm going to select topic, and we'll press the search button there, and we'll see what Web of Science finds. Here you can see in the results tab we have 350 journal articles, so that's a lot better. We're down from 15,000 to 350, but that's still a little bit too many. Remember, I originally wanted to look at turtles, so let's type in turtle there. So we're going to look for oil spills in the Mediterranean and turtles. Again, this is a topic, so we're going to select topic. We're going to press the blue search button there, and then from that we'll be able to search for oil spills in the Mediterranean and turtles. And you can see we found one result that was published in the Science of the Total Environment. When we click on that, we can see the abstract right there. We can see the name of the authors and where these authors are from. If you remember, I originally wanted to look at the Mediterranean Sea, and this title is the Adriatic Sea. But if you look on Google Maps, that's the Mediterranean Sea right there. If you zoom in, you can see to the east of Italy is the Adriatic Sea, which is part of the Mediterranean, so this article will work great for us. Let's click on the Find It tab, the block O, and this will take us to the actual PDF of the article. I'm at home right now, so it's going to take me a little bit longer than if you're on campus to download. Here's the article right here. There's the title. You can click the download button there to download the PDF. You can see some of the figures right there. Here's a loggerhead sea turtle that this article is actually focused on. You can see a lot of blue hyperlinks there to other articles. If you were to click on those, they would take you right to the article itself. Here's a map right there. That's probably a really great figure that I may want to use for my poster itself. And so this is really great. This is a nice paper, a nice article here. You'll see at the end in the references, there are over 100 other citations. And all of these we can click on and we can download the PDF because all of these probably are interesting articles about turtles as well and their impacts in the Adriatic Sea and exposure to oil spills. This is what the PDF looks like itself, and so this PDF is what I want to save on my desktop computer. So I got that PDF, the primary source, I got that article from NOAA, my secondary source. I can click on these other hyperlinks here and download additional primary sources because remember you need 6 primary sources and 4 secondary sources for the quiz that is due and for your poster overall. Let's click on one of these PDFs, and when we click on it, we've found a new source from the journal Environmental Research, and this one's looking at endocrine disruptors in loggerhead sea turtles. So now I've found in a relatively short period of time 2 primary source journal articles, 1 secondary source from NOAA, and this is how you should go about finding your journal articles and your secondary sources for your poster.